Hey, y'all. I am back. So I know that this is supposed to be the last part to learning about sin, but I told y'all yesterday if God say, hey, hold your horses. Wait a minute, it's not over yet. Y'all, it's not over yet. So this is part 5. And I keep forgetting to put the parts up there, so forgive me, y'all. But this is part 5 because on last night I had someone that had been watching the videos, and they asked me if I could talk about what covet means. And covet is one of the 10 commandments. So I'm going to go back, and we're going to go back to the 10 commandments. And that is in Exodus, the 20th chapter. And it's the 17th verse. So let's go along with what God has to say about this. You must not covet your neighbor's house. You must not covet your neighbor's wife, male or female servant, ox or donkey, or anything else that belongs to your neighbor. So it was, kind of strange how this person asked me to go into a little details about that, because when I first started this, I did look up what covet means. And I just looked it up because I was like, well, let me get the understanding of this. So I know it was nobody but God, but I looked it up. I wrote it down. So let's talk about it. Covet means yearn or possess or have something, to desire what belongs to others. Whether it becomes where it becomes a obsessive, unhealthy desire. And don't you know that it's a sin to desire what someone else have? It can turn the heart into jealousy, envy. And guess what? Remember, I talked about when I started the lesson off that in the 10 commandments, jealousy and envy is considered as a sin. And it can also lead to resentment, because you have desired something that you want. And when you get to that point, it's like any means necessary. Like, I want it, so I'm going to get it. And sometimes when you start having that kind of mindset, and I just said any means necessary, that means you will go so far to where however I got to get it, I'm going to get it. And sometimes that can cause harm to other people, to, even to yourself. Because you're just willing to do anything. And anything could mean that you will find yourself in some places that you shouldn't be in. You will be doing some things that will cause yourself to be in a lot of trouble. So that's what it means. That you shouldn't want what other people have. And it kind of made me think about that, you know how you see people, I hear people say this when they see somebody. I'm going to use this as an example. When they see someone in a relationship, and, you seeing them, all lovey-dovey, laughing, and you just seeing what's going on the outside, but you're not seeing what's going on behind closed doors. So now you got to set up in your mind, ooh, I want that. I want that kind of relationship. What kind of relationship? Because somebody is laughing in front of you, because somebody is, acting all lovey-dovey. What do that mean? Like, you just because you seeing that on the outside, that doesn't mean that's what's going on on the inside. So you have to be careful when you saying, "Oh, I want that kind of relationship. I want what they got." You have to be careful, because sometimes it will literally lead people into getting it, and they'll go about getting it the wrong way, and then they'll get it, and it's not even for you. It don't even belong to you. It's not your position. So God say that's a sin, y'all. That's what covet means. And that is the last 10 commandments. And if you want to read it, you can go to Exodus, the 20th chapter, the 17th verse. But that's what it means. The synonym, let me read the synonym to it. Crave, desire, envy, lust, yearn, want, wish. It's a sin. So be careful when you saying, "I want what they got." Because just because they got it don't mean it's for you. Because God has something for each and every one of us, because we are our own person. That's why I always say it's not good to follow. But guess what? Leading, that means you walking in your own identity. You're not saying you're not craving for what somebody else have. And yeah, you might be saying, "Well, I want this, my other half. I want this husband. I want this wife. I want this house. I want this car. I want that job. I want that position." You might be saying all of that. But what if it's right now it's not for you? What if that's not God plan for your life, to where you would get to the point to where you would try to destroy somebody else's life just so you can get it? Somebody in a position, you would try to destroy them in that position just so you can move up. That is a sin. Let's just talk about it. That's a sin. That's what the words say. Positions. I mean, it even goes so, just break it down. Your neighbor's house, even your neighbor's home. You trying to take somebody's possession? That is a sin. You trying to steal somebody's land that doesn't belong to you? That is a sin. That's what the word says. Your neighbor's wife. It says your neighbor. That means it belongs to your neighbor, not you. Yeah. Covet means that you're yearning and desire for something that does not belong to you. And I had to come back with that one. So this is part 5, and part 6 is coming tomorrow. That might be the last one, but I can't say, because when God say, "Hold up, pump your brakes, I got another one for you," then guess what? We gonna keep going. And let me tell y'all something. The response I have been getting on these lessons, thank y'all, because let me tell y'all something before I end this video. I was hesitant. I been had this lesson. I knew what God was telling me to do, but I sat on it until God was like, "You better do it." And I'm learning that, sometimes when you feel like ain't nobody gonna listen, and God, why am I ready to do this? But God was telling me that I'm with you. So I want to thank y'all for just taking the time out and listen, and take it back to the Lord and ask God to give you wisdom and understanding of the word, so you can know where it needs to apply in your life, so you can apply it in your own personal life. And that's what we're doing. We are applying this in our own personal life. Okay, so y'all come back, because tomorrow it will be part 6. Bye, y'all.